is getting older, world is getting colder, trying to get sober. Lord help me get stronger, world is on my shoulders.
How you doing today? This is a 12 for 12 podcast, the podcast about real life recovery, growth, development, and redemption. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do us a favor, tap that subscribe button and share for more. Also, we are sponsored by First Step Recovery. If you or a loved one needs help with substance abuse disorder or severe mental illness, do not wait, do not hesitate to reach out and contact them today. You see the number up top, reach out to them today. Don't wait, don't hesitate before it's too late. Get that help and start feeling better today. We have a special guest today, Wade.
Hey!
How you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, doing better than I deserve.
I know that's right. I appreciate you coming through today for the podcast and gonna share us a little bit about his story, insight of what he has going on. Like we said, growth and development, because that's what this show is about. We want to see the majority of the people who's out there suffering from mental abuse, suffering from substance abuse or mental illness, to get the help they need. See, that's such an important thing, man, because a lot of people are being looked at as bad when they really just have issues going on, man.
Man, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
Man, my name's Wade. I'm originally from Bullitt County, 36 years old. Man, I'll just kind of dive off into it if you want me to.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Take off.
Man, I spent a lot of my 20s locked up in and out of jails, institutions, psych wards, stuff like that, man. I got 3 felonies. Used to be homeless. I was 98 pounds, strung out like a research monkey. Man, had a crippling 8-ball of fentanyl a day habit. You know, had to have an 8-ball of it every day just to get by. Man, that's kind of what I do now. I worked construction my whole life, didn't know anything else. But I've been with Lake Cumberland Recovery for about a year now, and that's what I do. I get out here on the streets, man. I try and find people just like me, you know, who may just have some issues going on and don't know which avenue to take or how to ask for help, or, you know, maybe their pride's in the way, or, you know, it could be anything. It could be anything, man, and just going out there and basically just showing them the basic human thing of, man, if nobody told you they love you today, I just did. Man, asking those simple questions. Man, have you ate today? You know, just showing genuine care and love and understanding for somebody is such a big thing. You know, and that's what I try and do, man, because that's what I needed somebody to do for me when I was homeless. And, man, I got 5 years clean and sober. Man, only by the grace of God, that's it. And, man, I just love what I do. I love going out here and helping people. Man, I got sober going through the Bullitt County Drug Court program. Ended up at a place called the REACH program. And it was during the COVID pandemic, so everything was closed up, right? You know, everything was closed up. You had to do everything online. The REACH program was the only place that had the doors open. And the judge was adamant that we did something in person. And man, I went in there and, you know, like past attempts before, I went in there, sat down, was real standoffish, didn't talk to nobody, didn't want to talk to nobody, didn't know too much, didn't want to know too much.
Yeah.
I was just going through the motions to get the judge off my back, right?
Yeah.
Like time and time and time again. And it's one of those things, man, they preached love. They preached understanding, not being judgmental. I'd heard all that before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd heard all that before, man. I wasn't trying to hear it. Well, man, several months into the program, I started to see, man, that these people went out of their way to pick people up to make sure that they made it to class. People that didn't have groceries, they got food boxes together. There was an angel tree for, you know, parents who had just got their kids back who couldn't afford a Christmas. You know, there were Easter egg hunts for families that needed supervised visitation, so that was the only Easter they had, you know, with their kids. Yeah. Was supervised visitation. We had an Easter bunny and all that stuff, man.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, it's one of those things that, man, that was the first thing I ever volunteered for, because there was a woman working for the REACH program called Jessica Johnson was her name. And I looked over, man, she handled a lot of that stuff, man, the food boxes, organizing the events. And I looked over and said, man, she's tired. She needs help. So for the first time in my life, what did I do? I got outside myself and said, man, if you need some help with this Easter thing, give me a call. Be here at 7 a.m. is what she told me. Man, I'll keep the story short, but when I got there, there was a mountain of these little plastic Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? She's like, everything needs a piece of candy and a little lick and stick tattoo, and then you got to tape it shut so they don't lose their prize. Man, I spent all day doing that.
Yeah.
The whole time I was doing it, I was miserable. There was a million other things I could be doing, right? I could be playing Call of Duty. I could be mowing my grass. I could be doing whatever, you know, walking the dog. But man, me and my mouth, when I got done, I said, hey, if you need anything else, give me a holler. She said, I'll see you at the park at 7 a.m. Man, it was supposed to be 60 degrees, sunny that day. We got there, it was like 40 degrees and raining. I'm out there in shorts and hey dudes, miserable. She's like, now you gotta hide all these Easter eggs. Man, there's like 1 million of them. There was so many of them, I just started sowing them like grass seed. You know, just throwing them everywhere. And I was miserable, I was cold, I was wet. And I said, man, I'll never do this again. And then on top of it, when I got done with that, my mouth again said, is there anything else you need me to do before I go? Because I wasn't even going to stick around for the party. She's like, grill the hot dogs. I was like, I might as well.
Yep.
Man, she put me on a grill with somebody who, man, was a co-defendant in my case, told on me. Man, I got some prison time off that.
So you had to work with somebody who told on you in the past. That's a different type of barrier you had to overcome right there, because it had, you know, a lot of people can't pass that part in their lifetime.
Right.
You know.
That was a big barrier for me, man. And I sat there and, man, just tried to keep my cool, didn't say too much. You know, he tried to make a little small talk. And, you know, I'm still very early in this recovery stage, man. So understand I was standoffish, but, you know, not making a scene. And I remember thinking to myself, this is crazy. If I got to build a life around doing this kind of stuff, man, I don't want it. But then, man, the cars started pulling in. And the family started rolling out. And these kids were going nuts, man. These families, these people I know from my community, man, fathers with tears in their eyes because they get to see their kids. The kids with tears in their eyes because, man, they actually got an Easter, man. They got candy. They got a trash bag full of Easter eggs. We had so many. You know, we had a girl from the program dressed up like an Easter bunny taking pictures, man. And I felt like the Grinch, man. My heart grew 10 sizes that day.
Yeah.
And, man, that's what got my foot in the door, man, was going outside and doing things I normally wouldn't do, hanging around with crowds I normally wouldn't hang with, and just being a resource, man. That was it. And, man, from that time on, I was hooked, man, and it's been a tradition now. I get turkeys, I deep fry them for the Thanksgiving. Man, and that's just the stuff I do for the REACH program. You know, that's just my volunteer work, not counting my 9 to 5. And one thing I found, I never believed in a calling, dude. I never believed in any kind of calling. I thought I was put on this earth to operate heavy equipment and lay water line, and that was it. And man, God said no. Man, I found out I'm supposed to be going to these schools, talking to these kids, offering awareness so they don't end up in the same trenches I was in. I'm supposed to be helping these people who are out here homeless like me, man. And here's the thing, I know I'm doing right because I sleep good at night. That's it, man. You know, all those demons and stuff from the past, I've learned how to deal with them. I've learned how to manage them. One thing recovery did not do was take the monster away. What it did was put it under a lock and key, hand me the key, and give me control over it.
Yeah.
I get to decide when it's time for it to come out and play. I have that control today. And, man, that's just some of the beautiful things that's happened during my walk in recovery is, man, I get to go out here today and, man, just love people, because love is free. It doesn't cost a dime.
It don't, man. Hey, it's free to love. It's free to show love. It's free to give love. It's free to give volunteer time. And it's hard to even overcome certain obstacles and things like that in the trauma of people hurting you. Because even though you might have been told on, you were hurt, but you had to overcome that time that happened in the past. That's how you know that true healing came, because even though you might have felt that way, you still continued with that purpose and did what you needed to do. And that's what a lot of people need to do. You know what I'm saying? You out there, you might have had some things. You might have had some people who did you wrong in life. It doesn't mean you're going to let that keep you down forever. It doesn't have to make you a different person in a negative way. You could change in a positive way. Step outside of your comfort zone. I think that's an important thing with what you were saying with your story. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. It was like, you know what? I'm going to decide to do something for somebody else. I'm going to decide to do something that I'm not used to. And when you do that, you realize when you get outside it. One thing I realized, bro, when you get outside of this comfort zone, that happened with me too. When I got outside of my comfort zone, started dealing with different people on a deeper level, your friends change, your environment change, your life starts to change, because you're no longer just this type of person here dealing with these type of people here. You are this type of person here who's helping build something. So you're not just dealing with these people, you're building relationships with people. Because a lot of times when you're out there in the madness, man, you're out there on the streets, you're out there gang banging, doing drugs, or if you got a mental issue going on, man, you're good at using people.
Right.
You know, so you're really not building relationships, you're just building dealings with people that's gonna help you deal with what you got going on and on a specific type of level. You know what I'm saying?
You hit
I'm
the nail
dealing
on
with
the
you because
head.
you can help me here, you can help me here. At the end of the day, I really don't even care about you as a person. I just care what you can do for me.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. And one thing I want to say to the audience, man, because I feel this is very important. Anybody out there suffering with any kind of trauma of stuff they may have done out here in the madness, that's stuff that keeps you awake at night. Those battles you got going on up in your head you don't want to tell nobody about. That's exactly what I want to talk about. Because how else you going to heal?
Yep.
It's one of those things, man, where you have to get downright dirty and honest, man. And here's the thing, you have to forgive yourself.
Got to.
Because if you can't forgive yourself, how do you expect anybody else to?
Can't.
You know, that's the thing, man. I want to ask a question, and I want the audience to think about it. The question is simple. How long? Man, somebody did this to me, it blew my mind. And I was like, how long what? Man, the $1 million answer is, how long are you going to pack that burden? How long are you going to pack that guilt, that pain? What's the magic number? Is it 2 years, 3 days, 27 minutes, 4 years, 16 days, 20? See what I'm getting at? Why can't it be today? Why can't it be today? Why can't you say today, I'm tired of letting this restrain me from being the person I was always meant to be anyway? Tear down these barriers, break these chains. Man, let's forgive ourselves and get out here and help some people, man. And it can all start today. Putting that little ripple in the water can cause that tsunami in Japan. Those baby steps, those micro movements, putting that ball in motion. Man, those are the important things. Getting outside of yourself, doing things that, man, seem uncomfortable to you. Because, man, let's face it, we live out here in the trenches. Everything's uncomfortable to us. We got to start somewhere.
Got to. That's a great word right there. You got to start somewhere. Today is the day for change. Today is the day for hope. And God gives you the grace to continue to move forward. If you're still breathing, if you're still walking, talking, even if you're not just walking, if you're alive, listen, you got a chance for change. You got a chance to forgive. And a lot of people, they're bonded. They're bonded. They're in bondage. Shackled down, chained from your neck to your feet to your toes. You can't even move. You made yourself a slave. So you got the shackles on your feet. Let it go. Forgive yourself. And I always take it to the Bible, man. And like I said, you know, I don't be preaching to y'all. Sometimes I might. Don't get mad. But Mark 11:26 says, if you don't forgive, Father in heaven won't forgive you. So forgive other people. But if you don't forgive yourself, you don't love yourself. You know, you're still holding these grudges. You still got a sense of hate for yourself because you hated what you did in the past. Whatever it is that you did or been through that you're blaming yourself for or blaming somebody else for. Forgive yourself. You know, people do things. Like he says, there's some things people might have did in the dark that somebody might never know. That's what you do, man. Hey, forgive yourself. I say take it to God and just, hey, leave it in his hands. Because, hey, you can't do nothing about the past. You cannot do anything about the past. You can't change the past, turn back the hands of the time. You can't do any of that. But what you can do is help other people. And once you forgive yourself, you truly love yourself, then you can love your neighbor as yourself. You want to give back. You want to change. You start giving back more. And then next thing you know, you'll be surrounded by people who want to help you. God will surround you by people who want to help other people and who truly care for you and help you because you genuinely want to help people. And if you're reaping what you sow, you're giving out that good energy. You're giving out that good positivity. You know, you're going to get a lot of that back.
I just want to say, man, for those viewers out there that may think they don't have anybody in their corner, that nobody cares. Nobody cares about their problems or whatever, that's false. You know what I'm saying? I know he does. I do too, man. If nobody told you they love you today, I just did.
Yep.
And it's like this, man. Where there is breath, there is life, which means there is hope. Mm-hmm. We haven't gave up on you. Mm-hmm. Man, come on down, recovery first. You know what I'm saying? They will help you. Man, we'll get that ball rolling. You know, tomorrow might be too late. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. So it's one of those things, guys. It's man, forgive yourself and give yourself grace.
Amen.
Because if you don't forgive yourself, how do you expect anybody else to?
Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for coming in and telling your story. Hey, if you're in the Louisville area, First Step Recovery, they're there for you. Over at Somerset, you got Lake Cumberland Recovery. They're there to help you. It's a good thing that people come together. I think it's God sent when people actually come together with the right hearts to actually help people out in society. And like he said, we love you. We're here for you. You need that help, you contact us. If we don't got a spot for you here, we got people that we deal with, different organizations who care the same exact way we do. And we'll get you the help that you need. Is there anything else you want to say?
Man, just want to say thank you for having me on, man. I love y'all.
Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate y'all tuning in and have a blessed day.